Good morning to all on this first day of 2024. This is your guy, your homie, your OG Big Sam, the historian showstopper, bringing to you another episode of Mad Monday with the OG. And of course, we will be discussing all things defense, or should I say, the lack thereof. Uh, the you know let's go on and get into it, if we will. You know, it's been a lot, and the question still remains: how can a lot of people talk accountability and give this $100 million defense a pass on not showing up? You know, you know, just saying. There's 37 reasons why this defense should be the only topic. Um, and this staff as well. You know, it was like we were brand new on the defensive side of the ball. Like we just didn't know anything about any concepts. We saw um, to not make any adjustments. You know, the Bears and Justin Fields against this $100 million defense equaled a win by the Bears. Um, you know, it is crazy to me. Is the question from all the way through the game? Why not move AJ with DJ? And it was just a careless non adjustment. You know, because DJ Moore in the slot was like foreign arithmetic or foreign language, you know, to us. He got all he got from the slot on yesterday. And we made not now bit of adjustment. We didn't move AJ on him. We didn't change the coverage. We didn't, what I'm saying, roll the coverage. We did nothing. Nothing. Between that and, what I'm saying, no edge contain. I mean, it was like we just came out on the field and stood on the sideline. You know, I really just didn't understand the non-committal of making adjustments. I mean, they started out the game with DJ in the slot, and I'm to my march right on down the field. You know, passing wise. With everything with DJ Moore coming out of the slot. Uh, Anthony White, you at the pole position this morning. Good morning. Um, yeah, A 137 Sauce, what's happening? Good to see you. D Coleman, what's happening? Dreddy, what's going on? Lee 85, good to see you. Mr. Knight, always pleasant to see you in here. Corey, what's happening? Um, I mean, it was, apparent I mean, if after I would was looking at the weather and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be one of them type of games. Um, Ghost Peppers, what's happening? Um, and you know, the tackling was sloppy. You know, like I said, no, the defensive staff made zero adjustments, zero, zero adjustments. I mean, there was no moving of the coverage. There was and then even when we did get home on Justin, the tackling was, I mean, it was something out of the replacements. You know, I just really could not understand what in the entire hell was happening defensively on yesterday. You know, I mean, because it was just an ugly, curtain call on the road by the defense. We made Justin Fields look like Steve Young on yesterday. I mean, we made him look untackleable, in which we all know that is a false narration. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. He has natural physical ability, but when you're walking out of tackles being attempted by 300-pound guys, I mean, that's just a indictment on the effort. You know, Dreddy said I was mad on yesterday, but nothing made me more frustrated than that Carolina game. Okay, okay, all right, all right. Hey, Christy, Happy New Year to you, darling. D. Coleman says I've been watching that Darktown video on the history of the Falcons this morning. Kim McCulkin had a game where he went 5 of 20, 26 and 5 picks. Taylor was only a little better than that. He was awful. Well, anything that I have to say about the offense going to be said on Wednesday. But that's a fair assessment. Um, Defense, people. Defense. We're talking about the defense this morning. We're putting the defense on the stage under the lights, under the microscope this morning. We're verifiably real clear on what you and everyone else in this fan base thinks about the quarterbacks and the quarterback positions and all of that there. We're verifiably aware. But today, on the first day of 2024, yeah, we're holding the $100 million defense. You know what I'm saying, to task. That thing that y'all, most of y'all said that couldn't and shouldn't be done. But there's 37 reasons, you know, as to why you know that the $100 million defense should be the only topic this morning. 37, you know. Um, I mean, I get it. It's sort of in your DNA to wake up after a Falcons loss and talk about the coach and the quarterback only. I get it, but y'all know, on Mondays I give my takes on the defense and their performance, or in this case, the lack thereof of performance. I mean, how do you not adjust? How do you not, what I'm saying, put AJ in the slot with DJ? How do you not? Um, how do y'all not recognize the? I mean, the tackling was so poor and inept that it was. I mean, it was psychotically sad. You know, um, it 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 remains to be seen as to how and why, when you have things like that to be happening and you don't adjust, man. You don't adjust. You know, you don't adjust. I mean, it was crazy to see DJ Moore from the slot all day yesterday, all day, all day, and yet I kept seeing safeties on him, in zone coverage underneath line. But I mean, like, why? Coach Pepper says, I want 1,000% agree 1,000%. This defense needs to be called out. I heard some making excuses about pieces being missing on defense, but nobody made that same excuse when we shut down the Colts. Right. You're right on that. I'm just saying, man, the the inability the inability to be consistent with said observations when it's a clear case in point, um, that the defense laid an absolute egg on yesterday. You yeah, that right there, Dreddy. I was trying to understand, man. Why we wasn't moving AJ with DJ. I mean, it was just it was careless as far as I'm concerned. Christy, but OG called it out after the yes, yes. But then, what I'm saying, I was being a hypocrite, what I'm saying, on, calling them, what I'm saying, early in the season, with the sloppy tackling, the late game, what I'm saying, the late game mishaps, not closing, but they just didn't fucking show up yesterday. They didn't. I mean, somebody, help me understand what I'm missing. You know, I mean, you get up this morning as usual. The talking heads got one name in their mouth, but you had a whole defensive staff, no adjustments, none. Not in the run defense, not in the pass defense, just nothing. And then we were tackling like garbage. I mean, it just boggles. It boggles my mind, man. And I went back and I looked at that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I skimmed through, you know what I'm saying, and watched all the defensive possessions. And I mean, it was like watching a Take My Ball game, man. It really was. I mean, this is Southside. What's happening, man? Well, I mean, what? My saying that was just, you know, press and got him. You know what I'm saying? Hit him at the line. You know what I'm saying? You got 5 yards to do anything to disrupt him, and I mean, that it was nothing. It was just nothing. There was no adjustments. There was no adjustments to try to reset the edge contain. We were getting beat on RPO. We were getting beat in slot coverage. We were just getting fucking beat. And the tackling, I mean, like I said, Justin Fields, he has, phenomenal physical ability. He does. But to walk up out of 300-pounder tackling you 2, 3, 4 times, bro. Come on now. Come on. I mean, that effort right there, was not a good look. It really wasn't. Jarvis Williams, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Happy New Year to you. I see Senator Palpatine has slid into the program. Um, just looking at it as for what it really is. I mean, that $100 million defense did not give $100 million effort. I mean, somebody said they played like $100 instead of $100 million. You know, um, I don't understand what it was. You know, I mean, we can't say the weather. Um, it just boils down to the effort for me. It just boils down to the effort.
You know what grinds my gears, Sam? It's all
What's that?
these it's all these hypocritical ass Falcon fans that keep on pointing at Arthur Smith and Arthur Blank for the lack of playing from players. That's your fucking job is to play. I don't want to hear
Yeah,
all this. Hey, he's the leader. Yeah, I'm the leader, but at the same time, like you know better. It's just like a child. When he grows up, if you talk this child time and time again, look, this is not acceptable. You don't talk back to your parents. You don't talk back to grown ups. You don't talk back to your elder. even your friends who are elders. You don't talk back
Yeah.
to them. You show them respect. Period. Point blank. I don't hear this bullshit about Arthur Smith is he's the head guy and he needs to be held accountable. I can promise you, Arthur Smith and those guys and their coaching staff are not telling these guys to go out here and not put in effort. You've seen the clips from when he first got here, how he was cussing guys out, talking about, you're up here cheering over fucking getting 1 yard. So you're gonna try to tell me that this has changed in what 2-3 years? The bullshit. We need to stop calling these players out for the lack of accountability on their part. This is fucking atrocious. Okay, this is not an owner. I don't care how many geniuses that you bring into the league. I don't care how many fucking geniuses that you talk to, as far as these agents and agencies and all this bullshit. I don't care how many coaches you bring in to say, all right, well, he did this in the past. He did this, and I talked to him, and he said it's okay. No, fuck that. Players need to be held accountable. When I see look, there's no excuse for a player to not get 100% or close to 100%. Let's say your ankle messed up and you trying to give you 100%. Okay, I'll give you that. But don't give me this bullshit about players. If he don't like the play call, he shouldn't give his 100%. That is the most cock up mammy bullshit that any fucking fan, any fucking just anybody who knows, who even watch games. Don't give me this shit. If you can go to work and knowing goddamn well you got to get this check, and possibly you got to get some goddamn, some overtime. Look, what the fuck we gonna do if we need overtime? Look, we gonna kiss some ass. We gonna bring them some sausages from home. We gonna goddamn, hey man, you want something to smoke? Hey, I go get you lunch. Look, you gonna kiss ass and do everything possible to get that overtime. Am I fucking wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You're absolutely right.
So why is it we giving Kyle Pitts excuses because he don't like the fucking plays? You don't like the fucking plays. You don't like the fucking targets. You don't like whatever. We gonna excuse him and we gonna excuse this defense for doing well, what are we talking about? You some cowardly bastards if you sit up here and try to say that it's the coach's fault for these players out here not giving their 100%. Bullshit. And yes, it's fucking 10 o'clock and I'm mad as hell because I'm saying this shit from people I respect. I'm talking about journalists I fucking respect sitting up here saying this bullshit, talking about Kyle Pitts deserve better. No, the fuck he don't. He's a fucking lazy bum. And yes, I was gonna go live, but I just decided, I'm sorry, Sam, but this is really fucking pissing me off. We give all these players a pass. Why? Because they were crowned victorious. They was crowned victorious before they even put it. Look, the great Bill Parcells said this: potential is nothing more than shit you haven't even done yet. That's all potential is. You getting crowned for shit you ain't even done yet. But this is what the great Bill Parcells said for himself. Potential ain't shit. It's makeup on a motherfucking pig. That's what potential is. You can suck my left titty, okay? If I had one, okay? About this potential. Oh, God, please, he deserves better. He deserves better. Get the hell up out of here with that bull crap. He deserved better. I think his teammates deserve better to sit up here and be standing second and third behind him while his cowardly ass is up here fucking loafing on plays, disappearing. You got Michael Pruitt out here goddamn running better routes than he is, and he the damn third string fucking tight end. What are we talking about, man? We got Nate Landman who busted his fucking ass from being a free agent, undrafted free agent busting his ass, working hard, but this fucking number 4 overall pick with $20 million in the bank can't run a damn slant route. Man, get out of here, man. I'm sorry, Sam. I'm so sorry. I really hate when we just go out of our way to excuse players from the horrendous effort that we just saw. And we've seen it all year. And it's just not Kyle Pitts. It's not just Kyle Pitts. We're seeing horrendous play from a lot of these guys offensively. We got this fucking bum ass dude who's now on special teams. He decided he wanted to blow up on Desmond Ritter and Mac Hollins. He blew up on Desmond Ritter when he out here dropping passes left and right and left and right. And guess where it left his ass? He been on special teams ever since he had that blow up. Gotta
Mm.
hold these players accountable, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta. When I took this $100 million defense to task a few weeks ago, ah,
Yeah, they thought you was crazy, Sam. I
mm,
think this Pisces thing, I think everybody who's a Pisces, they probably think we fucking nuts. Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, I, the talking heads are going to be the talking heads with their, you know, pushing their replacement narrative. You know, they've been pushing the narrative since Lamar Jackson. All right. Um, you know, one game away from the end of the season. Um, but like I said on Twitter, you all do realize, even, you know, if y'all happen to get y'all New Year's wish, you do realize the same thing we just been through, we're gonna go through it again. Because what y'all are wanting, screaming for, um, you know, it's not a sustainable product. It's you know, there's no stability. Every 2 3 years, new head coach, new head coach, new head coach. I mean, you know, if we could, you know, finish building the infrastructure, and then if it's more of that continues, then I get it. But we if we can complete the foundation in the infrastructure of what this man is, you know what I'm saying, trying to put together, and the outcome is more like last week against the Colts, you know, continuously, then I mean, you know,
See,
but
Sam, you know what's, and I love you, Corey, but this is why I say this is bullshit. Everybody keep pointing the finger at play call. The '70s never had this much passing. The '80s never had this much passing. Most of the '90s we never had this much passing. Okay, so so the fact that we keep talking about play calling, it's a fucking excuse. It's a fucking excuse because we just
what
crowned Ryan Nielsen needed to be the the best. He needed to be the head coach, and now his defense didn't make no adjustment. And now we saying, yep, he get a pass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't
Mm-hmm.
that play calling on defense?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
you see
Yeah.
where I'm going with this.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You see what happened in Arizona, where
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he made certain calls and that didn't work. Why didn't they work, y'all? Just Sam, just I'm asking you a question. He made certain calls. Um, did they change for the most part as far as he is concerned when we played Arizona, when we played Jacksonville, Detroit? All did the play calls change then, Samuel?
No. No.
So what's the common denominator? If the play calls stay relatively the same, what's left?
Player execution.
Hmm. That's mighty interesting. You see what I'm saying? It's like
Mm.
we're putting play calling and coaching over players. When we heard the Bill, listen to Bill Parcells, Bill Belichick. They say it all the time. If you don't execute, don't matter how good of a coach I am.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Belichick motto is do
Yo.
your job.
Job.
Why are we still pointing the fingers at coaching when players aren't doing their job? This guy was 10 of 29. 10 of 29. And we're still talking about whether or not he's calling the proper routes, calling the proper plays at time. It don't fucking matter. Why are we excusing this? We saw a complete shit show from the savior of the Atlanta Falcons organization, Ryan Nielsen, made no adjustments. They ran the same plays over and over and over again.
Slanting up at the slot.
But
DJ Moore stayed in
this
the
gonna get
slot
over so
all
many people's
damn
heads.
day.
He was in the slot all day running the same pick, slot, slant, drag route, crossing route over the middle. It was there all day long. I understand that Arthur Smith has not done himself any favor. I understand that his Falcons, they were gone. These guys, he and Dave were gone, have not done themselves any favor. And they are at fault. All right. For me, this is 50-50. Coaching staff and players. We can't put one over the other when we're seeing effort on the field. Like the lack of execution. You heard Calais Campbell said one day we look like a Super Bowl, look like a contending team. The next day we look like we don't know what we doing out there. He didn't say nothing about the coaching. I mean, if everything is right there for y'all,
Mm-hmm.
he's saying it. This is not nothing Mad Mike is making up. Terrence Mann said the exact same thing. Execution. You can call the plays, and yes, you do have the right call play calls. But when I'm seeing the lack of heart, the lack of like they look like they don't want to be there. And out instead of us calling out the players, we're saying, well, he just doesn't want to play for the coach. Well, that's quitting.
Mm-hmm.
That's quitting. So you already showing me that you have a heart of a quitter when you don't give your all because you don't like the coach's plays. You quit. Look, it's shit that I don't like. Miss Maggie tell me all the time, Mike, you can't cuss everybody out. I like cussing everybody. I love cussing people out. It's fun for me. I really do. I enjoy calling people stupid motherfuckers. Like I really do. Especially Falcon fans, stupid Falcon fans. Yeah, I enjoy it. All right. I damn near bust on myself, okay? Saying it. You stupid motherfuckers. I love it. But I can't do that. I can't cuss everybody out. No, it's not right. It's not cool. But guess what? I'm a team player. I respect people, and I have to do the right thing. I got to be a team player. They don't like it. Y'all don't like it. This person may not like it. Miss Maggie doesn't like it. We're the co-founders of this shit. So I have to respect the fact, and I have to do my best to make sure that everybody get quality content the way that they want it. But we can't continue to point the finger at one particular person and excuse all the nonsense. It's excuses.
Yes, it very much so. It very much so is. It's excuses, especially when a lot of this fan base for 14 years, 14, you know, certain particular quarterback was responsible for wins and losses because he made most money on the team.
Mm. You sure we want to talk
Well,
about this, Sam?
this year, where's the money? Where's the money? The money's on the defensive side of the locker room. The money's on the defensive side of the locker room. I mean, as good as Omenyata has been, um, his tackling has gotten sloppy at times. Um, Lorenzo not keeping outside contained discipline, and then
Mm.
the front seven itself just not getting hands on the court. And then half the time when you do get your hands on the quarterback,
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh my God, Sam, that pissed
you
me
know
off. I really hate sloppy fundamentals. He had 2 sacks and Ebiketie. He tried to spin off of it. Like it's the fundamental thing that no coach ever teach you to spin when the quarterback is literally in your right there in your grasp. This dude had Justin Fields surrounded, and he decided to turn his back on Justin Fields. Okay, you never turn your back on a mobile quarterback.
right,
That's fundamental. And then we got Bud Dupree, who had a sack himself. He decided he wanted to smack the ball instead of just standing right there and letting Justin Fields come to him. These are fundamental issues that no coach teaches.
100 mil with fundamental issues. 100 million. But I don't see nobody, what I'm saying, screaming about having petitions for the defensive staff. I don't see nobody having petitions.
Yeah,
These
I don't think so,
defensive
Sam.
players. Hmm?
I don't think so. I haven't seen petitions to get Jerry Gray and Ryan Nelson
No. Uh-uh.
fired. Haven't seen that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. No, they have this one disease that just incurable, it seems, for this Atlanta base.
And let me tell y'all something about Terry Fontenot. Terry Fontenot don't run shit. Okay, he's doing what he's told. He's a general manager. Okay, he's not in charge of Arthur Smith. I hate for you guys to, but y'all got to know that he don't run shit. He's there to do what he's told. Every general manager is supposed to do what they're told. You understand the word general manager?
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to manage what he's given. The word speak for itself. General manager.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, the defense was a no-show. This $100 million defense was a no-show on yesterday. Um, which was the absolute last thing really that needed to happen. Was a defensive performance like that in
I was
that
kind of
game.
disgusted too. Like it
It was the
wasn't everybody
last
talking about
thing.
Justin Fields put on the show. He didn't really put on the show. The thing is, they just never like from the very beginning. It looks like it was just yeah, it's too cold out here. I don't know if I want to play. That's the vibe I got.
Yeah. Michael Walker was happening. Happy New Year. Yeah, he's on you. Think I spoke to you Southside already. Yeah. We got 25 eyes on this program. Y'all, hit the like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button for me. And why yet, if you ain't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, OGN TV. Please. I need 78 more subs to get down to get 200. 78. Help brother out. Oh, while doing promos, want to promote, uh, there it goes. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it goes. Coco's Kitchen and Catering, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, the numbers on the screen, the email address is on the screen. Shout out to our very own D Sloan. This is his significant other getting her business out there, getting that good food out there. Y'all look it up. You know what I'm saying? Grab your plate. You know what I'm saying? Grab your little snack. You know, might get a little greasy. You know what I'm saying? Coco's Kitchen and Catering. Show us some love. She part of the family. Mm. Oh
I
my
mean,
goodness.
my thing is we keep on talking about head coaching. Like,
Mm-hmm.
see, the thing,
Mm-hmm.
my thing is it's fucking ignorant to be talking about every time something don't work, we just replace it. Instead of fixing it, we want to replace it. That's why half of the motherfuckers in America, fucking over half people are singles because they just want to throw shit away without actually fixing the shit. Fixing your issue, fixing their issues, fixing our
Mm-hmm.
issues. Let's just
Yeah.
get rid of and replace it with another motherfucker who got the same problem we got. Instead of talking things out, getting to the bottom of what the issue truly is, let's just get rid of it and just gonna make out with the tree. Cause that's essentially what they're doing. We making out with trees. Going
Right.
to the next tree. Going to the next tree. Planting the seed here. Planting the seed there. Till you got no more seeds left. This is the mentality of Falcons fans. If it don't work, let's start over. We ain't even gonna try to salvage the situation. See, all right, this defensive coach is pretty good. This offensive guy is good. I like the way this general manager, this manager in this department doing things. Let's keep him. We want to just say, if it don't work, let's get rid of Arthur Blank. Yeah, let's just start all over again. Every 2 years, if it don't work, let's start all over. We're gonna spend $100 million. Hopefully it works, and if it don't work, we get rid of everybody and we'll start over and we'll spend another $100 million. This is y'all mentality. That's what it's called. This it's gonna cost you over. It's gonna cost you. This is what. See, this is the thing people don't get. It's not. See, the thing is about rebuilding. You actually lose money. Okay, you don't make
Right.
money in rebuilding. Let me say
Right.
this.
Look at this. You
Not
see that,
making
right?
and rebuilding. I really want people to understand this. How do you look? This the Carolina Panthers was selling season tickets for 45 cents. Okay, let me say. Hold on. Let me say this again. Cause Sam, I don't think they heard me. Let
Mm-hmm.
me say this again. Let me say it again. The Carolina Panthers was selling season tickets. It was selling tickets at their game for 45 fucking cents. Why? Because they rebuilding. They losing. So you want this man to keep firing the head coach every year, knowing that he gonna lose from $200 million or more rebuilding? Because that's what
Right.
happens. Because the salary
Right.
cap teams, but that yeah, and that in a 2 to 3 year span, you're gonna lose about $300 million. Yeah, you're gonna use that because you got to fire not only the players, which the salary cap for them is about 240 something $1 million. And then you have the coaching staff. It could be anywhere from $50 million or lower. And then you have the front office. So you're gonna lose $200 million every 3 years because y'all just want to start over. And then you wondering why Arthur Blank want to be patient and think about it. He's the one losing $300 million. That man is a billionaire. You think he want to keep losing $300 million? Are you fucking crazy? Look, I don't want to lose 30 cents. Okay, the hell with $300 million. You done lost your freaking mind.
Right.
Y'all want this man to just give up 300 million, $200 million because y'all tired of looking at a coach, and y'all look at Mr. Brown in Cincinnati, and then wondering why he kept Marvin Lewis. That man ain't trying to lose no money. You crazy? When you ain't never had nothing, this is it's easy for you to just throw it away because you ain't counting on it. You didn't buy it. You didn't build it. You didn't work for it. So it's easy for y'all to say, "Yep, let's get rid of it." I already know what you're thinking, Sam. Just let it go.
Oh boy. I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've heard you've heard me over the last month on my this dismay of this defense.
Mhm.
Um, and for this performance to happen in this fashion, um, it's not much you can really say besides the obvious. No adjustments in the run game, no adjustments in the pass defense, just flat out no adjustments at all.
That they didn't too, and I think too, Sam, is important to like the Bears defense didn't play well at all either. That's the thing too. They didn't play well, and their defensive players were slipping and sliding all over the field. So I don't want to pick on them and say it's like there wasn't an issue, but like the lack of adjustments and just like they played with no heart is very concerning for me. Motherfucker, you
Uh,
can't FedEx. Get the fuck out of here. Get your goofy ass out here. You can't even spell FedEx talking about some FedEx. Like, y'all
um,
stupid as hell
um,
trying to talk about a
look,
man's personal life and then sit up here. You ain't never did shit in your life. Want to sit up here and talk about somebody else don't know what they doing. Can you spell goddamn slant and go? How y'all motherfucker can't even damn look? You don't even know what a slant and go is, but you trying to tell Arthur don't know what he doing. This man been a coach 3 years. Most of the coaches in the NFL have been what? Been in the league over 20 plus years, have been successful. All the guys that you see, Dan Quinn is one of those guys. He been in the league over 20 years. The same thing with the oldest coach in Pete Carroll. These guys have had 20 years of experience. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of dumbass shit from Arthur. You're gonna see a lot of dumbass shit. But to say it, it's like because
But
you don't
and here's the funny part. Then when you give examples of just this throughout the annals of history, well, that was a different time. Shit's still the same fucking game.
it's the same game. It ain't no bruh. Experience is everything. The problem with the Atlanta Falcons, even the coaching staff, these guys are young. I looked at the coaching staff for the offense, and this is something that I talked about on the post game show. Is that they don't have a lot of elders on their offensive coaching staff. Y'all can go look at it for yourself. I think they have one guy that is there in Huffman, and he's like a senior assistant, and he's one of the older guys there on the offensive side of the ball. Dave Ragone, TJ Yates, Arthur Smith, all those guys are pretty much around the same age, and they like in they then they like mid 40s. So the issue is they're trying to build this team, and you see the structure of the team. They're trying to grow together. But the issue with that is that you have fans and the media, they don't want them to grow together. They want them to do now the instant gratification. And it's equally as frustrating for us as fans to see bad football. But like at the end of the day, it's like I thought that was part of being a football, like a fan of sports, period. Like I think all kinds and like, bro, we got one championship out of out of an 18-year span for the Braves. I mean, I'm a Duke fan, bro. We got our ass kicked a lot by North Carolina. Okay, yeah, we won some, but we got our ass. Look, them some wars, bro. Georgia got their ass beat by Alabama, LSU all the time before Kirby them got. Look. It's pain in this. I don't know why y'all expect not to be pain. There's going to be pain. What do y'all expect? Pain is a part of the process. Y'all want to skip and just say, "Yep, let's blow everything up. We're gonna fire everybody, and we're not gonna have no common sense. It's not working, so let's just get rid of it."
Well, little boy, what you think is real is that's just your opinion. I mean, this coming from a person who couldn't define the intricacies of a 4-3 defense. So your so-called expert opinion at this particular juncture is more like, are you smarter than the fifth grader material?
I'm not hearing any. I'm like the thing is, I'm not hearing any suggestions. Everybody keep talking about
Right.
that's just well, who's out there? Eric Bieniemy. He look, his job is on the line too. His quarterback just got benched. The one that y'all said was better than Desmond Ritter, he got benched too.
Yeah. Like my short has said, finding out that being benched has not been exclusive to Desmond Ritter. You look around about 10, 12 teams that had to bench a quarterback or two.
Quarterback. Tom Brady on this. He said the issue with the NFL right now is that it's just bad coaching in regards to teaching the quarterback position. Look, I done told y'all this time and time again. It's the RPO. They're not teaching quarterbacks how to go through the progressions, know how to anticipate routes, how to throw the ball in a spot so you don't get your wide receiver head knocked off. Like
Right.
these are things that that they teach you as a quarterback that they're not getting now. William Amy, the day you stop talking, the day my damn left butt cheek turned into Cardi B's. Okay,
See,
that ain't happening. We know you ain't done talking. You've been spewing the same comment for the last 3 months. We get it. Tell us
shit, for the
what
last 2 years,
2 years.
for the last 2 years, 25 hours, 8 days a week.
Look, Ghost Pepper. This is what I'm talking about. We can sit up here and talk about. There's no excuse for this type of performance. This is high school type of numbers. This is no coaching. It don't matter what type of plays you call. This is one of the worst performances from a quarterback ever. This man was 10 of 29, which is 34%. Three interceptions, and literally he could have had six interceptions because a lot of three of them literally got dropped. This is why I say this is one of the worst performances I have ever seen from a quarterback. And I've seen a lot of quarterbacks. I'm obsessed over quarterbacks. I'm not gonna lie. I'm obsessed over the quarterback position. So I've seen a lot of bad. And I like even the game when we played against the Jets quarterback, like he wasn't as bad as this shit. This was fucking atrocious. If you want to put it in perspective, think about it like this: if it wasn't for that one catch from Tyler Algier that went 70,
Hmm.
this dude was 9 for 28, 9 for 28 for about 80 something, about 88 yards in the whole game with these weapons, and we talking about play calls. This dude was missing wide open guys that was standing right in front of him.
Right.
No amount of perfect play calling is going to justify that poor position, like that poor game. And this is what we're talking about execution. No amount of play calling. What you want him to do? Call screens all day? Because that's what you're gonna have to get if you want better quote unquote quarterback play. Because this dude can't even like he probably do that wrong. He missing guys standing right in front, wide open. Kyle Pitts was wide open a couple of times, and he never looked at him. Scotty Miller was running down the middle of the field, wide open, with his hand raised, and he still didn't see him. That was worse than PJ Walker. It's one of the worst performances I have ever seen in my life. I've never seen a game that bad. Even anything that Desmond Ritter and Joey Harrington and those guys on the downside of their career, I've never seen anything this bad. It was that bad, bro.
Yes, 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 and yes. Well, $100 million defense gave $100 effort, and which pretty much just what's happening. Terry Lloyd, at the tail end. But $100 million defense gave $100 effort, which is pretty much the gist of it. Look, hey, we told you, we told you 3 years ago. This is that part of the change that y'all wasn't gonna like.
Mm-mm. This
We
game wasn't
told you.
that. Like, that's see, this is what I mean by y'all being in y'all feelings. That actually was a better game, but the quarterback position made that game a lot worse than it needed to be. When you got quarterbacks that can't throw the guys standing in front of them, that game was actually closer than what it looked like. And that's what makes it so frustrating because if he hits half of those throws, the Falcons are in that game and they had a possibility.
Mhm.
This dude was 10 of 29. He missed half over half of his throws. No quarterback. I have never seen a quarterback have done that all year. Nobody's done that. 10 of 29. It's never happened this season from any quarterback.
Yeah, we're right at an hour this morning. Um, I heard the quarterback centric, you know, idiotic blame game happening. Monologue given by Senator Palpatine. And just know and understand this this defense is not above reproach when it sucks or do that. I've been saying it. I've been saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Like I said, subscribe to my channel, hit this like, share. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Probably we're gonna have more from AFN later on this evening. You know what I'm saying? The guys and the bosses gonna do their thing tonight. You're gonna think truth coming up next this afternoon, I think. Um, Again, I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, for tuning in with me, getting down with me, holding dialogue with me. As always, it's been your boy, OG Big Sam, this story showstopper, along with Senator Palpatine on this episode of Mad Monday with the OG. Look, like I always say, you got to keep it real, got to keep it got to keep it dirty, but most of all, keep it real with yourself, ladies and gentlemen. And with that being said, we out.